Hello, beautiful viewers. Dom's author of the cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting cat-fitting stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now. By the way, this is the fourth part of my unboxing of the massive Gargoyles action figure lot. I began unboxing them over an hour ago. I've taken hiatuses in between the videos. I still get to finish unboxing the lot. This is the fourth part within the series of myself unboxing this particular action figure lot. I'm going to finish the unboxing even though my throat is raspy, even though my throat is inflamed, and even though my throat is sore. My body is just in great peril. I'm famished, I'm dehydrated, but nonetheless, it's still pivotal for me to complete my objective, which is to unbox these figurines and then flaunt them onto a new shelf. Once that has been finished, then I can proceed by spawning new unboxing videos. I need to churn out videos in order to appease my target market. I strive to eminently appease them. It's strenuous for me to produce videos, but if it makes my target market gratified, then I feel that really matters. However, I should prioritize eating. That should take precedence over everything else. I'm withering away. I'm dehydrated. I'm deficient in calories. My muscles are beginning to atrophy. My senses are beginning to diminish. It becomes more arduous to speak as I run out of breath and as I become more weary. I'm fatigued. I'm brooking chronic stress. I'm perpetually completing my course assignments. I can never get a break, and when I do get any spare time, it's just allocated towards creating these videos to satisfy my viewers. So let's just finish this unboxing. Hopefully I can get it done swiftly. Here's a hardwired Broadway figurine from the Gargoyles action figure line. I love his color schemes, I love his hues, I love his aesthetics. I detest the fact that his articulation is very finite. He lacks any finger joint articulation. He seemingly lacks a diaphragm joint. He lacks an ankle pivot. It's just disappointing. That's a standard set forth in the 1990s. Wasn't up to par with today's standard in the action figure industry. At least his plastic is not shoddy. His wings can be attached or detached at your own discretion. He has a wheel in his back that can be turned, which may allow you to twist this gadget in his hand. Alrighty, his tail is not very pliable. It can easily be removed. Just be wary when you're handling these action figures. Handle them gingerly. They're susceptible to becoming decimated easily. They're fragile, so be careful with your hunks of plastic. His right leg joint is a bit loose. Other joints seem to be a bit more sturdy. Not an abysmal figurine, but certainly not the quintessential gargoyle figurine either. His head is not on a disc joint. He cannot ascend it or descend it. He has a sticker in his torso. Is he a novel figurine? Sure he is. Hopefully this sticker will not go wet. If so, it may mold. I do not want this action figure to harbor mold. Alrighty. Here's a bag that he was packaged in that can be consigned to the trash or retained for later. Next we have another Gargoyles action figure. Blatantly stating the obvious. His head is severed. He's been ravaged. He's been beheaded. Uh-oh. This is the Steel Clan robot. His limbs can be attached or reattached. He's very wobbly. He's very flimsy. And can't really flap his wings. Again, press this button in the back of his waist to launch his limbs all over the place, and then you can snap them back in. I really don't like tampering with my figurines' limbs. It's nice that we get a robot that looks akin to Goliath with a metallic color scheme. His armor and his skin looks metallic. Is visually appealing from my perspective. Alrighty, we have another Goliath. This is a Claw Climber Goliath. He comes with a plethora of accessories. Also, Gecko, his wings were detached. This is a variant of Goliath. He's certainly not my favorite Goliath, but he's not as abysmal as other figurines within the line. It's unnecessary for me to figure out how to attach all these components to him today. I can abstain from doing so and move on with my life. Why don't I just do that? Why do I have to attach everything together when it came disassembled? It's just a waste of time, in my opinion, because I may not even display him with his wings on if it takes up too much space. My room is not spacious. I have a finite amount of space. If the wings are not attached, and me displaying him, then they'll have to be stored. I'm not going to undergo the hassle of reselling them via eBay. Hopefully I can retain him forever, and his wings, just in case I want to augment the figurine. Right, here's another figurine. This in the box. The box is nearly depleted of action figures. This is Gargoyles Hudson figure. Comes with a sword. Sword is relatively generic. It's comprised of one color scheme. If he does not utilize it, some other character can. This sword is versatile. It allows him to excel in close range combat and keep his adversaries at bay, since it's longer than a dagger. Is he named after the Hudson River? I do not know. It is an enigma. I know almost nothing about the lores of Gargoyles characters. Do you know anything about the lore of Gargoyles? If so, please notify me via the comment section beneath this video. His wings are a bit easier to attach. He can rotate his torso. I twisted a bit. Only in one direction. I guess you could say his rotation of the torso is omnidirectional. If that makes any sense. Or monodirectional, sorry about the blender. Omnidirectional means receiving signals or transmitted in all directions. Maybe it's monodirectional. If you clench his legs together, his torso can rotate towards the right, and he can unleash mayhem and havoc against anyone who's in his vicinity, utilizing his deadly sword. Perhaps I'm embellishing this figurine just a bit too much. I would love to have him suspended in the air to give off the illusion that he's gliding. Perhaps I can utilize commando tape to allow him to be suspended in the air. Here are the bags. These are the remnants of the box. Other than magazine paper, I believe only one gargoyle remains in the lot. Who is he, you may ask? We're going to find out in a bit. This is the last one. This is a Rainstorm Hudson. Hudson is likely the cerebral, sagacious, wise, prudent, shrewd, astute character. I shouldn't make any arbitrary assumptions. His age does not necessarily correlate with his wisdom. The oldest people are not always deemed the wisest. I don't subscribe to that cliche or that stereotype or that notion that older people are automatically wiser than younger people. It just doesn't make any logical, rational sense. You can assimilate knowledge at any age. The ones who are the wisest are the utmost independent-minded, that can think for themselves, and are open-minded, and not obstinate. Some people will not adhere to logic. Some people will not adhere to reason to vindicate their actions. You should consult your mental faculties, believe in your intuition and your ingenuity to guide you throughout the course of life, and not subscribe to illogical, irrational, unreasonable beliefs or ideas that cannot be vindicated. But I'm done ranting and raving, I'm pontificating. It is what it is. Believe what you want. I don't care. It doesn't adversely affect me, whatever you think. As long as you're not directly aggressing against me. So we have Rainstorm Hudson. I love his blue color schemes. I love his textures. I love his hues. I love his shadings. Not a bad figurine by any means. His wings can be severed at any given moment. He lacks articulation in the knee joints and in the elbow joints. He lacks the diaphragm joint. He lacks finger joint articulation. He lacks a disc joint in the head. He lacks an ankle pivot. His tail can actually rotate. There's a button. And his back is comprised of rubber. His body is relatively hollow. It's a bit unusual. I love this character's novelties. His axe is a translucent blue. His wings are translucent blue. This is not an egregious figurine. His belt buckle cannot be removed. It's too bad that his body is hollow. But nonetheless, he's one of the better gargoyle figurines, in my opinion. He contrasts well. It's a Goliath action figure that has red and orange color schemes. So these figurines are not atrocious by any means. They're not all stellar, but they're mediocre. I spent about $101 on the lot. I'm content with my purchasing decision. I received nearly 20 figurines for that price, or possibly even slightly more. I would need to double check the amount of figurines not the amount of figurines I received, but for under $10 each, for closer to $5 each, I guess it was worth it. I guess these figurines are meritorious for the price. I did not pay over market value for them, and hopefully I can retain them for the rest of my life. I would love to suspend them in the air. I would love to give off the illusion that they're gliding or hovering or ascending. But if I can't, it's not the end of the world. I can flaunt them on my shelf. The remnants of the box just encompass magazine paper. That's pretty much it. The box is devoid of any gargoyles now. If you want to see all the gargoyles that I've unboxed and witness all the parts within the series, where I unboxed the massive Gargoyles action figure lot, I split it into 4 parts so that I could take hiatuses in between the unboxing sessions. What else? Unboxing all these action figures has taken roughly an hour. It's been time consuming. I'm weary. I'm fatigued. I need to get some REM sleep. I need to get some food. I need to intake some nutrients. It's pivotal that I acquire some micronutrients and macronutrients and H2O before my body succumbs to its demise. However, I'm gratified that I finished the unboxing of the Gargoyles action figure lot. And the figurines, a part of this lot, have merit in certain facets. It's too bad that they cannot be reproduced today and refined in a multitude of ways. They'll likely never resurface, but you can still obtain the ones from the mid-1990s via eBay. If you're an avid devout Gargoyles fan, then you should do so. If not, forgo that opportunity. I hope that you found this unboxing video to be stupendous, enthralling, and insightful. I hope that my video appeased you in no facets. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.